Welcome in to DNVR Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. And Andre, before we go any further in this show, we've already gone too far. I need to show you a very, very important piece of Denver sports history. Producer Cal, can you cue that up?
I have no idea what we're in store for right now.
Do the people see it?
People saw it. Tony Walters scored. Simple.
Yeah. So, do you know what that is, Andre?
El Cangrejo?
That is El Cangrejo.
Very nice.
With
very nice.
the most, not yet, but quite possibly the most important hit in Denver sports history.
Wow.
It seemed innocuous.
It's true.
A fifth inning, a little base hit up the right side to score a run. But that run, Andre, that run lifted the curse.
It's true. We made jokes that who cares, the Rockies finally won again, whatever. We just went through 5 consecutive playoff losses.
I'm a big believer that if you bet, you believe in energy, like just the type of energy that's around anything.
Hard not to.
And Denver sports had just a nasty energy around it for a while there.
Sure did.
And Raimel Tapia, with that simple slapper through the right side of the infield, lifted the entire curse. And I tried to tell you guys yesterday. I told you the Nuggets were going to win. I told you the Rockies were going to win. And now the Avs are going to win too. So thank you, based Raimel, for ending the curse and lifting our spirits. We needed it.
He's got just the right kind of energy and vibe to turn us around too,
He does.
If anyone could do it, it was Raimel.
And he did.
He sure did.
And he did. So yesterday, we actually both went 4-2. Did we just take the exact same things?
No, I think we mixed it up because you had like Jamal Murray. That was a hit, right? His over.
Yes, he almost doubled it.
Yeah.
What sucks is Jokic falls 1.5 points short, or 1.5 stats short of his points, rebounds, assists category. I'm just like, please pass it into him and let him get fouled and shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. So that was a loss. What else did we have in that game? Oh, the
over, baby.
The over.
Was
shout out to the refs for their garbage clear path fouls. The one they called on Paul Millsap was garbage. The one they called last night was garbage. But for the over, it was treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
A long journey in that final minute and a half. The Yoke 3 in the corner is huge. Mitchell coming back with another 3 on his end is huge. And then the clear path.
Is that the one that he banked in?
Yeah, it was.
That was
what a legend.
The funny thing is this game, that was the most fun I've had watching sports in a while. Maybe just a week, but it felt like forever.
Fun.
It was so fun. And I was so locked in that I completely forgot about the over. So I wasn't even sweating it. And then after the game, I was like, oh, because I remember thinking with like 4 minutes left, like the over has no shot. So after the game, I was like, damn, did I go freaking 1-3 on this game? And I was like, wait, it went over. So that was a fun realization.
You could have parlayed the over and the win. I said at plus 310. I wish I would have done that, frankly.
Yeah, there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda.
And I said the Nuggets, if the Nuggets won, it would be in part because MPJ went over his 12.5. That also hit, but doesn't count as an official pick.
Yeah, and I said if the Nuggets win, it will be because of Raimel Tapia. And that was right.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't place a wager on that one.
You could. You just took Nuggets money line.
And then Herman gets the over 4.5 case. That kind of a watershed moment for me last night because very disappointed that I talked about wanting to take the over 2.5 in the first 3 but not going through on it. Well, it happens. And then taking my under that always hits, the under 5.5 in the first 5. That just barely 6. I mean, killer. So
is it bad that I don't know what a watershed moment is?
Oh, it's kind of like a turning point,
Well,
And
I figured that, but like, what is
says,
it based on?
I don't know, man.
Like
I didn't grow up in this country. I just take the euphemisms and sayings you guys use, and I just try to use them myself,
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, does this have something to do with, like, Richard Nixon or something? It seems like it would.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's
If anyone in the comments
Oh,
knows what
boy.
the hell a watershed moment comes from, help us out. Oh, we've got it from producer Kale.
A watershed is literally like a dividing moment in a literal like stream.
Oh, in a stream.
So,
Oh, okay. There you go.
So it comes from like actual geography.
So wait, a
you go.
watershed is not actually a shed. It's
No.
a piece of geography.
Yeah, so like it's called like a watershed divide, which makes the water go in different directions.
So kind of like a fork in the road.
Yeah, it's a fork.
Yeah, same thing.
But in the river or
Fork in the
some
river.
sort of. Yeah.
But isn't a fork also a thing that can be in a river?
Sure. But we say watershed moment to describe a kind of turning point.
Huh. Totally thought it was a turning point in like an investigation or something like that.
Watergate?
Yeah, I thought it
You
had
can't
something to
get
do with
past the
water.
Watergate. Yeah,
Yeah.
the water in it just.
The watershed was just on the other side of the water gate.
It's true. Well, playing off yesterday's lines and going into what we'll bet on today, the Nuggets to win the series plus 300 now.
Oh, Andre, I'm so scared of the Utah offense. I'm going to be honest. Like, I want to believe the Nuggets found something. I really do. And, like, maybe PJ Dozier saves the day.
Yes.
But I'm just so scared.
Oh,
I'm a
scared is correct.
man.
It's a series where it could go either way, basically based off of three guys going off. So it's we need to win 2 coin flips. They need to win 1.
Yeah.
Either could happen. Plus 300.
You know what? I fully believe this. And I would believe this if the Nuggets were up 3-2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in this like, oh, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a row thing. I think every game in the playoffs exists in a vacuum.
Yep, you're right.
So
You're
you
absolutely right.
just have to win the next one,
Yep.
and then everything resets again, and then you just win that one.
Totally. And with the bubble, every win or loss resets those internal motivations that are so huge.
Yeah.
In the bubble for that locker room. It's all about just inner confidence. And right now that momentum switched a little, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Do you know how amazing it would be to have a Utah blew a 3-1 lead thing over them?
It would be, I mean,
Oh, that would be so good.
yeah, that gives me the warm and fuzzies, as AJ would say.
Well, speaking of the vacuum and the bubble, the Avs tonight have to reset completely and start playing team hockey.
Complimentary hockey.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's complimentary of Nathan MacKinnon that he's been involved in every goal in the series.
Yeah.
It is problematic for the Avalanche that Nathan MacKinnon has been involved in every goal of the series.
Yep. This was not supposed to be the same team we saw against the Preds 2 years ago or against the Sharks last year that was too reliant on Mac and that top line. By the way, Mikko, for example, could pick it up a little if you ask me on that top line as well. But yeah, this was a different Avs team. We have the secondary scoring. Okay, time to prove it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So as we get into the lines here, I raked through these lines and I tried to think like, which one of these is the most important to the Avs winning? Now, you can still get Nathan MacKinnon over 2 points or 2 or more points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 is a hit.
2's a hit, baby.
You can still get that at plus money, which like
Come on.
you'd love to take it, but
Come on.
is it weird to say I don't want that?
You could take the no,
I know, but I'm not going to take that. I'm just saying like I want JT Compher and Andre Burakovsky to score goals tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And then maybe Nate, gets one to put an exclamation mark on things.
Yeah.
But if everyone, and you saw this in this last game, I saw it for sure. Everyone was just looking at Nate. I think he had 9 shots on goal.
It was insane.
They were just like,
7 in the first period.
yeah,
7
7
in the first
shots on
period.
goal. And I think I didn't like that.
No.
Kale.
Too reliant on
Do
it.
you know that Kale did not attempt a single shot on goal during even strength?
Wow.
He did not
that's
attempt
crazy.
to shoot in even strength.
He looked like his legs were kind of heavy towards the end.
Everyone was just like, "Oh, Nate, go ahead. Everyone get out of the way." Like this isn't, basketball. You can't just ISO one guy the whole game.
Yeah.
And so the Avs need to break themselves out of that. So I think this is a prop that I believe will hit and also is really important for the Avs. Nazem Kadri over one or more points.
Beautiful.
Minus 139, so it's not that juicy. But here's what I love about it. You need second line scoring, and I think you get it tonight. Could be from him, could be from someone else, but I think he'll be involved.
Yep.
And if you don't get it, you still have Kadri playing on that one power play, and maybe he assists Nate, and you cover this anyway.
Well, special teams scoring, special teams in general, power plays, and defending the power play has been key in this series. So yeah, I think Kadri's a key. If you're a little more bullish, I know that's kind of your safe lock of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 300 to get 2 points or more for Kadri.
Plus 350. Ooh. Yeah. It feels
Worth a
good.
flyer. Worth a flyer.
The old roll of the dice.
I wish in the NHL we could get what we get in the NBA, where we place $20 and then you get $10 free. That would be a nice one too. Well, I'll get a free wager on this, so I'll just put 10 on it.
Right. Let me just go through here. The other one, of course, it's a RK Classic. Mikko Rantanen over 2.5 shots. I believe. So how many playoff games have the Avs played?
Last series was 5. Now they've played 2 more, so 7.
It's
This
5
will
and
be
2.
the 8th. Yeah.
Mikko Rantanen over 2.5 shots is 5-2.
Not bad.
And
Not bad. He's hit both games this series, though, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Yep, both games this series. He's hit pretty decidedly. Always love. He scored on his third shot this last game. That's always fun. He's done that twice actually in the playoffs. So those are the two that I really love. And then of course, because of Raimel Tapia, we like the Avs to win the game.
Yes.
And I'll actually take the regular timeline there.
I was suggesting that to Hank on the last one, which, hey, I thought looked good through that first period. That really was looking good. I can't believe you're getting MacKinnon 2 points or more at plus money. I don't want to over-exaggerate, but that feels a bit like stealing at this point. They're also so reliant on Cale Makar. There's a few different Cale Makar lines that I would consider sprinkling out there. I'm definitely taking the over. That is 7-1 for the Avs thus far these playoffs.
Wow.
The only one that didn't hit is that one open goal that wouldn't hit for me at the end of that Coyotes game. And I'm taking the puck line in this one. I really think this is the Avs are due. The Avs are due. The puck line is plus 180. We should mention the Avs, as far as the money line goes, still pretty sizable favorites in this one, minus 143. Vegas not looking so much at the results the last 2 games, but looking a little more at the process, where the Avs have outshot them and clearly have the best player on the ice. And, there's been there's been some incredible dumb luck going the Stars' way. Game 2 was just absurd, between Mac hitting the post and the absurd bounces that went the Stars' way. So I really think the Avs are due. This should be at worst tied 1-1. I just think they come out and blow their doors off in this one.
I like it. Because of Raimel Tapia, I'm on board with any positive Denver sports bet.
Beautiful.
So
I like it.
If you're picking a team to win, I'm on board because of Raimel Tapia. And speaking of Raimel Tapia, we're going to get to is there anything else that you wanted to toss out in this Avs game?
No. So Mac over and puck line.
Okay. We will get to this Rockies game here in a second. But first, a shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, the presenting sponsor of this show. Head over to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code DNVR when you sign up. You can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 only at DraftKings Sportsbook. You can get in on all these bets. You can get in on all the fun, all the props. If you want to be a true resident of Prop City, you got to have DraftKings Sportsbook. So check it out. See what they have to offer, and use that code DNVR when you sign up to get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonuses comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-522-4700. All right, we wrap things up here with the Rockies. And John Gray on the mound. Robbie Ray on the mound.
Robbie Ray.
For the Arizona Diamondbacks. Robbie Ray has been trash this season.
Yeah, except for that one game he played against the Rockies that we're kind of bullish about him. And so he's already lost us money this season. But yeah, he's trash. He's been trash. He will continue to be trash and has been trash thus far.
I thought I took the under in that game and it hit.
Well, fine. Maybe it made you some money, but I know he lost me some money. I do not like Robbie Ray, you guys.
What do you like in this one?
Rockies at plus money. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Better pitching matchup here.
Yep.
Same as Herman yesterday.
Yeah, I was looking directly at the money line. Plus 116 for the Rockies. By the way, have you noticed there's been a lot of movement in these lines after our show?
I mean, I have. You think there's a correlation, huh?
I don't know. All I'm saying is just take it when we say it. Because
that's true.
Things have been changing rapidly around here. So John Gray over 3.5 strikeouts. You like that one?
No, because it hasn't hit with John all year. So I'm sadly having to stay away on that one. Rockies are a tough one to gauge right now. These games have been lower scoring. The starting pitching has still been reliable, but not lights out like it was in those first 2 weeks. I mean, I should go back to the well with the under. Okay, see, first 3 innings, under 3.5 now, not 2.5.
There you go.
And minus 139. I like that. And Robbie Ray, look, he misses a lot of bats. He also allows a lot of hits and runs. Typically early in games, he's better and then kind of loses his velocity later in games. And again, Rockies have been slow starters. I mean, we've been winning a ton of these. I don't need to rehash all the factors that come into play here.
Also, it has been one entire game since Trevor Story hit a home run at Chase Field. He's due.
Dude, are you kicking yourself for not taking that?
He didn't
yesterday?
hit it last night.
He didn't?
No, he hit it the night before.
No, wait. When I was barely watching and coming up for the fantasy show, he didn't hit a solo bomb yesterday?
No, Garrett Hampson hit a solo bomb. He hit a triple. Yeah. Trev had a triple and a single. But both of them were lasers. All he's got to do is just raise the launch angle, as your people would say. And
come on, bro. You're not raising your launch angle? Let's get with it.
The only way I raise my launch angle is by taking a higher club out of my bag.
Nice.
It's easier than trying to swing differently. Yeah, no home run for Trev last night. Did you know? I guess it would now be 71 career games. 71 career games for Trevor Story against the Diamondbacks. 20 home runs.
Insane.
Which means he's either going to hit a home run today or tomorrow, because he hits one for every 3 games, basically. And so I'm calling it today. Trevor Story.
Plus 375.
And Rockies to win. Plus 725.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
A little sprinkling.
How many homers you said? 20.
20. Yep. What math are you doing right now?
Hey, yeah, you would have reached profitability like by a mile.
If you took him to home run in every game?
Every single game he's played against the Diamondbacks.
And it was 375 every game?
Right. Assuming it was always 375.
I like it.
Pretty cool.
I like it. So, do you think the dude, I wonder what it is. Is this a horses for courses situation?
Yeah, what is it, right?
I don't know. But he's going to hit an absolute rocket shot tonight.
Yeah, no, I love it. And to win, I mean,
This is going to be one of those homers that never gets more than like 20 feet off the ground. Just a stripe. Mark my words.
Love it. The other one I like is with Westbrook out, the Thunder have completely turned this series around against the Rockets. And you can get them at plus 163.
I got to be honest, I haven't watched a single second of that series. I don't know. I can't.
It's been really good, actually.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah. You know what I wish? I wish I could be watching this Nuggets Jazz series from a third-party perspective, because has been so good.
You'd be losing your mind.
Take out the 2 blowouts, which, like, what the hell are the Nuggets doing? Makes me so mad.
Yeah, dude.
Take out those 2, and you've got, like, one of the best first-round series. And maybe the Nuggets push it to 7, and we just get to forget about those games. but it's been so good.
Absolutely insane.
I mean, we saw the only time 2 players have scored 50 points against each other in the playoffs.
Wild.
Like,
Wild.
not Magic and Bird. Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray.
I know. It's crazy, dude.
Insane.
It's crazy. No, what the Thunder have done, though, is really go at Harden to exhaust him. They're going at him defensively, so he's more tired at the end of games. Without Russell Westbrook, they don't really have other shot creators on that team. They're not making those shots at the end of games, in part because they're sticking to their layups or threes only. Maybe those legs would find a mid-range or two a little more doable, and that's what the Thunder are doing with Chris Paul and Gallo and those guys.
What time is this game?
This one is the 4:40.
What's on before that?
Magic Bucks 210 plus 750 for the Magic.
Oh my god!
I'm actually not allowed to even say that because that's a trigger for me. And while we have our records for thus far, because we're back over 30 units, it should be celebrated. It's frankly insane what we've been able to accomplish thus far. I'm very proud to report, not since August 24th have I bet on a parlay.
No way.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
That's
thank you, DraftKings. That Lakers prop that kind of got me back to sanity.
That's 2 days clean, man.
That's right. And if the Avs win this series, I've got that free bet going on them. So we're gonna be doing great, guys.
Oh, just
without parlays.
This is the last show before Based Colin tees off tomorrow, and I just want everyone to know I put my $54 free bet on Colin Morikawa to win the BMW this weekend.
Have his odds switched because you were disappointed that he was not as good at odds as you'd seen Monday, right?
Yes.
Once you finally
when I saw him when I looked Monday, which I hadn't gotten my free bet yet from DraftKings, he was plus 2,600. Uh-oh.
And you got him at plus 1,900. He's now plus 1,700.
Oh, so we're going the other way.
Ryan, you talk about it on this show.
Better
jump on it.
This
folks.
man's gaining strokes before he even tees off.
Boy, I'm worried. Like, are our picks depreciating by the time we've posted the podcast? Like, you better get these picks in when you're watching the live show.
Live is incentivized.
It's like driving a car off the lot. It's like by the time the pod's posted, you've lost units left and right.
People are like going to the bathroom during their shift, pulling up the live stream. Like, I gotta get these in before the value goes down.
You know, I did once a dynasty draft to start a dynasty when I was working in an old cubicle job. And I would do that so often. I'd take a long, 20-minute bathroom break and do my picks, bid on some guys, trades, whatever.
We've got some offices over here that have dividers. Do you think that Michaela's like, yeah, I work in a cubicle job?
I hope not.
That's what I say.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Just so everyone knows, Colin Morikawa has never not won a tournament in which I bet on him.
It's true. It's a 2 sample size, but it is true. He's made you something like 20 units in that too. So
yeah. 22 units.
Yikes.
22 Colin Morikawa units.
Wow.
Although the first ones were pre-sports returning, so they're not included in my current units that we put on those records. Yes. Those are since the bubbles opened up. No, since baseball started.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go. I kind of want to get in on this Magic Bucks game. No Broncos training camp today. Avs not until 8:30. Rockies not until 7:40.
It's true.
I got to find something to get me through the day.
Yeah, a little midday fun at the casino.
Just a little sprinkle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for us on today's edition of DNVR Bets Daily. Thanks to everyone who tuned in with us. Thanks to DraftKings Sportsbook for being the greatest sportsbook of all time. And we will catch you guys tomorrow on the show.